Hello, fraudsters. Hey, that's a name. Maybe I can call you the fraudsters. Welcome, fraudsters. I can't even say it, fraudsters. Fraudsters to the Eric Zane Show Podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. I was just walking in here moments ago. Well, 1 minute ago. Well, I had forgotten that there's a gigantic space heater right in front of the doorway. Why would there be a space heater there? Well, that's because it was here forever, and then I recently cleaned this room, so I wheeled it out, and left it like right in the doorway. That's smart. I frequently walk through that room when I'm getting ready to come in here, and it's dark, and it's right at like shin height. And I fucking bashed my right leg right into it. Oh, I mean, right in the front where there's all bone and no meat. My knee is already a disaster. Damn it. That hurt. Yeah, so much to talk about. Lots of little short stories, I guess. Let me address Kenny with a question. You've been walking backwards still. Yeah, I even more so, even more intense exercise. The knees over toes squats. I'm actually quite good at them now. The pain still persists, though, just not as bad. I'm learning that I'm probably stuck with this forever. It's definitely improved. I can't say enough about how much that has helped me, but I think I would be biting off more than I could chew if I suggested in any way to myself that I would be able to run like I used to. More and more evidence keeps pointing to the contrary, that won't be happening. Case in point, yesterday, I had to run to try to stop an old man driving away from the gas station whom I didn't know. What? Yeah. Superhero Eric sprung into action again at the old BP. Let me set the scene. I pull in to see a guy who's very, very old. And he is filling up one of those red gas cans. I pay him no mind. I pull up to my pump. The guy who owns or is working at the gas station is outside in front of the place having a smoke. I get out of the car. I go, hey. He goes, hey. I'm filling up my car. By the way, I still use that Upside app. It's been 15 months since I started using that Upside app. And you're like, okay, who's going to give me cash back for every gallon that I buy? And then you go there and then you click on it. Since last May, so that's 15 months, I have $85.97 in my account. Yes. That I know it doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not, but it's still $85.97 that I did not have before. I still swear by it. So that's an extra $5.73 a month. Zane math. Hey, what the hell? I let it build up to so if in, let's just say a year and a half, it'll be $100. Trucker Dan is like, that's nothing. Yeah, Dan just filled up like $700 on his truck tank. Jesus. Oh, my God. Anyway. So then I hear the guy who owns a place or is working at a place. He's yelling, and I'm like, what is going on? The old man has taken the red gas can and just set it. It's a hatchback, okay? and he put it in there, and then he never closed the hatch, so the gas can is just there, and he's driving away, and the guy goes, hey, and the old man, he's not hearing anything, so I'm gonna try to catch up to him, and within 2 steps I realized that wasn't going to happen because I'm limping. And I didn't even come close to catching up to the guy. He didn't stop at the light. He just kind of made a right-hand turn, and he's gone. God knows what happened. I don't think anything terrible would have happened because he's driving so damn slow, blinker on. My God. But it was then I come back to the car, and the alarm on my car is going off because I think the car door was open, but there was no key in it, so I don't know. Diana's sitting there and the alarm's going off. I come back. What the fuck? She was, I don't know. Close the door. Kenny says he knew it was open so the fumes wouldn't accumulate in his vehicle. Maybe. Or he left it open. He might have. He might have done that. I don't know. But I felt like I had to save the day or at least attempt to. You know me. Chris in Maine says, please play the audio of EZ's 911 call on the highway. I don't have that. That Pellerita would always come up with those like in a heartbeat. Hey, here you go. God, I'll give the guy credit. He was Johnny on the spot, but fuck it. Not worth it. All right. So yesterday I published on Facebook, in case you didn't see this or hear it, the interview with Madison, my daughter, and she had for quite some time had been like, hey, I want to come on your podcast and tell everybody that I'm gay. And I was like, oh, okay. So we had tried to do this during it would make sense to do it during Pride Month when everybody, there's pride parades everywhere and everybody's getting pissed off because people are gay. Yeah, man, quit ramming it down our throat. Quit trying to make me gay with your gay. But our schedules didn't line up. Couldn't do it. So yesterday, she was brilliant. Her beautiful smile shining through, wonderful personality. And my God, it was just a nice conversation. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. And there you go. That's where we are right now. So I've had a lot of nice comments from people who've been saying nice things. No one has been an asshole. That's nice. Thanks. Everybody's behaving. Somebody suggested I suspect you will lose some audience or something like that due to this. Wasn't being a jerk, but just said that. And I was like, well, I don't know. I have been actually working quite hard to get these people to come out of the woodwork so that I can actually then get rid of them. I've been thinning the herd intentionally for quite some time. So that's been fine. So I haven't heard anything. I'm curious about where this will go, and eventually, if people will try to, will show their ass, if you will, concerning this. Roger / Rebecca said, because they're the same. Well, they're a couple, same account, right? I watched it yesterday, and I think it was fabulous. But I never know who's here, if this is Roger or Rebecca. Roger and Rebecca, I married their son to his significant other. Wonderful time. I think this is Stevie. I think that's Stevie. Says, I haven't seen it, but I will watch today. And it is Roger. Kenny says, I'm sitting here questioning how I missed this. I put it on my Facebook page. That is where the interview is. It includes a very, very cute clip. Believe it or not, even though I'm interviewing Madison, a clip of Jacqueline when she was like, I don't know, maybe 2. And I'm actually going to play it because it's just adorable. Around here, I am known as Dawd, D-A-W-D, or Dawdy, because we kind of Madison.
Hi, Dawd.
For those who don't know, Dawd is Madison. Jackie was the first one to call me Dawdy. D-A-W-D-D-Y. That's why that happens.
Hi, Daddy. Daddy.
Is Madison. Jackie was the first one to call me Dawdy. D-A-W-D-D-Y. That's why that happens.
Hi, Daddy. Daddy.
There we are. Sorry about that. Let me try it again. Could you at least hear her? You couldn't hear anything, right? That was embarrassing. Let me back up. Okay. Ryan says the clip was fine. We heard the video. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Who knows? Idiot. Anyway, so taking the time to be able to discuss that. And she had approached me about it. And about when she wanted to do that. I had said to her in advance, I go, if you ever do feel like you want to, address this, you're more than welcome to join me there. No pressure if you feel like it. But if you're in the camp of, I just want to keep it to myself, and if people figure it out, they figure it out. Then by all means. I am going to steal a little bit of the thunder on this video. Madison is dating a boy. And you're like, wait, what? Huh? Yeah. And that's a very common thing because there's usually a set of questions that follow this up. By the way, I'm getting a question. Did she feel upset that Kristen Megan Kelly posted stuff on her page about Madison? Yes, Kristen Megan Kelly said publicly that Madison was gay a month before Madison told everybody she was gay. And, as much as I'm not exactly friends with Kristen Megan Kelly, logically, I could understand why she would post that, because Madison was very forward in promoting that she was gay. It was, you take one look at her Facebook page and you could figure that out. And KMK went to my page and then looked at my personal page and then clicked on all my friends or whatever and was able to figure out through her sleuthing that my daughter was gay. So she assumed that Madison was out because of how bold she was in her on her Facebook page. So I didn't mention that to Madison, so I don't think she was aware that someone who she doesn't know was talking about her. So, whatever. I would, as much as I'd love to find something to be mad at her about. I really can't fault her. I mean, Kristen Megan Kelly assumed that correctly because Madison gave her all sorts of clues that she was gay. So she was quite out to begin with. Stevie says, so many questions. Well, what are your questions? Maybe I can help you. If Madison can help you, or if I feel it's not appropriate for me to answer, I'll let her answer them for you. But what are your questions, please? I'm curious. Also, what's with the boyfriend? Is he a beard? No, she's dating a I guess I would say the term, a transgender male. Ash was born a girl and is becoming a man. And, that's really tough for people to process these days. Stevie says, I knew it. At the wedding? Yes, that's Ash. Ash is actually taking medicine to become a male. And it's not a secret. It's testosterone injections, which changes body. So that is happening. I don't know the specifics about what the plan is for the future. Like I just take it as it comes. When I am informed, then occasionally I'll ask questions, and Ash is fantastically receptive to my questions. And occasionally I'll say, hey, so I've been compiling a bunch of questions. Can I sit down and ask you these questions? And Ash is like, sure. And by the way, Ash is extremely thankful when I refer to him as a dude. Doing dude stuff. Ash was the type of young person growing up as a girl who dressed like a boy. The stereotypical tomboy stuff. And back then, when we were growing up, because I'm old, when a kid would be a tomboy, we didn't think anything of it. But that was a young person wanting to be a boy. It wasn't just, they dress like a boy because, I don't know, whatever. They're silly. No, they probably wanted to be a boy. They don't feel comfortable dressing like a girl at a young age or doing girl things. Amanda says, I was a tomboy because I wanted to be with the boys. So that was Ash's deal. And fast forward to now. While we're discussing it, like Madison had a flat tire. And she calls me, and I go, put Ash on. Yeah. And the testosterone is making Ash's voice very deep. Hey, Ash, you can change it, can't you? Yeah, I got it. All right, thanks, bro. And, Ash has the sensitivity of a lady, but that's about it. So, like, to some degree, but very dudeish in a lot of cool ways, like that. It was a really short conversation. Matt is like, oh my God, I've got a flat. What do I do? I go, well, don't call me. First of all, put Ash on. Ash, you got this? Yeah, man, I got it. All right, thanks. Boom. Ash takes care of it. The one thing I did as a parent is nothing. When the word came down that Madison was gay and all of this, the one thing I did was absolutely nothing. I shrugged. I was like, I don't know. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. That's one of the things Madison talked about in our video. It was like, oh, Dad, it's you've had a lot of personal growth, Father. And I'm like, well, okay, whatever. I'm just taking it as it comes, living in the moment. Old Easy would have freaked out. I don't know. And she kind of talked me out of that because when I have said in the past that I was a homophobe, she's right. I really wasn't, because we had a lot of friends, a lot of loved ones who were gay, and I didn't feel weird about that. I only felt weird when the guy said that I had a nice ass. I didn't know how to handle that one. But no, it's totally cool. And Ash is just Madison's never been happier. Never been happier. I talk a little bit in the video about the scenario when I found out. And of all people, John Jamingo is involved in this. Aram says, old EZ would not have freaked out. I'm listening to some 2008 shows, and he was supportive of trans people. Yeah, I was, but I didn't understand it. I have a dear friend in Nashville who is a listener of this show, who I know only through the show. And name, I don't want to say the name because I don't know where they are in this. Who, when I met this person in Nashville, this dude said to me, "Hey, I'm trans." I go, "Oh, no, I did not know what that meant." I go, "So what do you mean?" He goes, "Well, I want to be a woman." And I go, "Okay, now you would never be able to tell." I mean, he looks as much as a dude as any dude. Super sensitive. I remember when I met this person, and it took next to nothing, and he starts crying. He ties his shoes, starts crying, and he's there with his wife and kids. And I go, "Well, how's this?" And then as years passed, I've asked questions, like as Madison started to, as the relationship started to build with Ash, I'm trying to get bits and pieces of information. And actually, prior to Madison coming out to me and prior to the relationship with Ash, it was really weird because for some reason, I happened to just start asking questions to this person in Nashville, almost like, "Hey, do you mind if I ask you a bunch of questions?" "Yeah, I'm an open book." "Okay, great." So then I started getting specifics about what this person is going through and take me through it. So it helped me to understand. I was like, "Oh, okay, great." And then so this person is probably in mid to late 40s, a wife, kids. And I go, "How do they feel about this?" "They're very supportive." "Would your wife stay with you?" "Yes." "Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Why aren't you becoming a woman then?" And he said, I'm scared. I am very, very scared about what the world would think about me." I went, wow. Now so I go, "Tell me what it's like then living every day, every month, every year as a dude." He says, "It's horrible. I hate it." Can you imagine something that you would, I mean, most people, I don't feel weird or strange that I'm a dude. And the only way I can relate is sitting here dressed up like a woman doing my show and and living every day of my life like that, even though I don't want to. That seems really dubious and difficult. That gave me a sense of what this person is going through. Fast forward, my daughter dating a person born a woman, a girl, and then now a dude. We've had some remarkable conversations too. Just short little bursts of information with Ash. I'll say, "Hey, can I ask you a bunch of questions?" Same thing. "Yeah, sure." She calls me. Pardon me. Anytime I've referred to Ash as a she, it's always been like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry I did that." And he's like, "It's okay. It's not intentional. It takes something to get used to." And I often like to park on this too. Aaron from Funny Girls, also transgender. And in case anyone is like, "Hey, well, wow, you were really mean to Aaron." Well, yeah, don't mistake normal person from asshole. I don't give a shit what gender that person is. I still don't like you. So I'm glad that you're happy in who you are, but you're a dick. So shut up. You are an asshole. Don't ever forget that. And it's not I don't like you because you changed your gender, dick. And you're a dude now, so I'd like to punch you right in the fucking face. Anyway. It's just cool to be able to talk to Ash. And Ash is fantastic. Treats everybody with respect. Fun to be around. My daughter, Madison, is taken care of, and that is all I want. It's all I want is my daughter to be happy. And I have some friends who have a child that just recently changed gender too, and a little bit more difficult for them. And my daughter didn't change gender, and I think that there might be. It's the same principle, accepting people for who they are. It's a test for a person when their child does this. I cannot relate. I would just try to focus on what's happening at the moment and to be supportive. And this is why this is so important. This is why this is so important. People who are experiencing this, imagine going up to your loved ones, your mom or your dad, and telling them that this is how I want to live. I'm dying inside if I don't do this. And you reject them. Their chance of suicide goes through the roof. Through the roof. Unbelievable. And it's really, really terrible. And so the best thing that you can do is just support them as best as you can. And honestly, fake it till you make it. You will make it. You will make it. But if you sit there and object and tell them to shut up and that's bullshit, I can't get behind this, MAGA, 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 you could kill your kid. Okay? If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them as best as I can. How can someone... Ashley asked, was she dating Ash before the change started? Yes. And Ash wore his hair like a dude, dressed like a dude. But had a female voice, and then upon starting to take the testosterone, like facial hair, face structure is changing now. Voice is much deeper, things like that. And then there was a comment that was made. Now, I better sit on that one. I better not say that. It was really funny, though. I'll come back to that down the road. I'll never be able to forget it. So, yes, they were dating before the change started. So, and then in the video, Madison addresses, well, how people have said to her, how can you be gay if you are with a dude? And she addresses that in the video. I don't want to spoil everything for you. It's just a fun conversation. It's just, Corey just gets in here, and he knows nothing. Now, okay, look, you're going to have to go back and listen to all of this, okay? We're not going to get you caught up on how my daughter just announced that she was gay and that she's dating a person that was born a female and is now a male. Well, I guess I would say a transgender male. You missed all of that. What the hell? How do you get up so late? Look at, he's right. Huh? Yes, that's true. Ashley says, put your phone down and drive. You retard, Corey. Yeah, don't be doing voice to text. We're sick and tired of you doing that. If Rick from TC Paintball finds out about that, he's going to whip your ass. He might already. Yeah, he's in here. So quit it. You're a young dad, for fuck's sake. Put your phone down. I got to go pee. I'll be back. Promised everybody I'd be at Bosco's last night, and no less than 3 groups wanted to go. One actually went to eat the loaded fries. Poor Amanda, she wanted to go there and engage. Ben Glaze wanted to go to Bosco's. Ben in here, he says, pretty sure the Funny Girls disbanded, but I see some doing open mics, not funny. But then he says, but neither am I. So there's that. You are too funny. Come on. Stevie says she almost went to, almost went to Bosco's last night. Doug says, hey, man, never mind. I don't need you tonight. I'm like, oh, fuck. Mike Ball and his lovely better half, Nicole, were there. And so I'm sitting there with Diana. I don't have to work. And she goes, hey, let's go out to eat. I go, oh, okay. All right. How about a little porkin' before? She goes, no. I go, look, I've got new sex moves. I've been telling her about my new moves, and she doesn't buy it. I go, look, that's how I get her every time. I'm like, hey, I just got some new moves. But she said she had a headache. I go, pork, and then Bosco's.
Hello.
Hello, honey. How are you?
Good.
What's going on? I just spent some time talking about Madison's big interview.
Oh, yes.
So that was.
I think she did a good job.
She did do a great job. Yeah. And then I was just talking about Ash and all that. And yeah. No, not ass. Ash.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what the hell?
I was telling everybody about my new sex moves.
Okay. I got to go.
And then you don't believe that I have new moves.
You don't.
What do you mean?
You just don't.
No, I do. I always have new sex moves. They're very subtle, but
okay.
I work on my craft. I'm full of new sex moves all the damn time.
Well, good for you.
When can I try my new moves?
I'm not going to talk about it right now. Well, right now you're minus some Pooh Bear points, so that's not going to get you very far.
Why? What did I do now?
Because once again, there's a sink full of dirty dishes that you put in there, even though the dishwasher is ready.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem.
Yes. You do it all the damn time.
Corey writes, yeah, all right, but her brother leaves poop everywhere.
Okay, but who cleans that up?
Well, I think I've cleaned plenty of it up.
Mm.
So.
I clean it up as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Why was I? Okay, I guess that's all I was calling you about was to talk about sex moves.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, listen, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Did Benny poop this morning?
I did not. I didn't keep an eye on him. I don't think so because there wasn't any on the sidewalk.
Well, I guess he goes to the vet without any poop.
Well, there's still time. You got to bring a bag of poop over there. If you have to, just kind of put him on a leash and walk around the neighborhood, and he might drop one.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye. I'm telling you, new sex moves. Benny has a doctor's appointment, a vet appointment. Ryan says, breaking news, Big Fraud Zane loses Pooh Bear points live. Okay. Trump indicted again. Number 3. I was losing track because I thought this was the indictment for the Georgia thing where he said, I need 11,000 votes. I can't do a Trump impression. And but no, this is for the D.C. thing, for inciting the riot or trying to overthrow the election. It doesn't fucking matter. He's in front of the judge. Pleads not guilty. Okay. Someone said, yeah, this is just happening because they're trying to flex their muscle and keep him out of office. Yes! No shit! But that doesn't mean that he didn't break the law. Okay? I believe 100% it's both. He broke the law first, and they're absolutely going to work as hard as possible to make him face justice, because the Department of Justice is, well, fucking in line with the president, and they want to fuck this guy up as much as possible. Is it going to matter? No. It won't matter at all. In fact, Trump in the polls leads his closest competitor by 24 points. Ron DeSantis has 20% of the vote right now if it were held today. Trump has 44. In fact, if you were to add up all the other competitors, they still don't have as much as Trump. This is a repeat leading up to the primaries of 2016. Okay? It's unbelievable. It's unstoppable. Nothing is it's going to be a repeat of 2016. He's going to fucking barnstorm the fucking shit and dominate. All right? And he's probably going to beat Biden because Biden sucks. Make no mistake. I will not vote for Trump. Fuck that. Anybody but Trump, in my opinion. I wonder if we can get him on here. Been a while. Chris says, again, you mean you won't vote for him again?
Please hold for the President of the United States.
Oh, okay.
This is Donald Trump. Who is this?
This is Eric Zane, sir.
Big Fraud Zane, wonderful. So great to have you. I tried texting you yesterday while I was in court.
Thank you for that, sir. I'm sorry that I wasn't available to respond. I had something going on.
Oh, you always got something going on. You're always pretending to be so busy.
Sir, you sound very relaxed.
Crazy what's going on, isn't it? Yeah. Have you been paying attention?
I have, and you sound very relaxed, sir.
Of course, because I'm so not guilty. So not guilty.
Okay, now this is the third indictment. There may be a fourth coming down the road. And
we don't know, but we do know that Joe Biden directed his attorney general to prosecute his biggest rival, which is me, of course. This is not an independent justice department. You need to know that, Big Fraud Zane. This is just a bunch of crap from the alleged commander-in-chief. Let's be honest about that.
Well, I believe you. I mean, I actually agree with that statement. They're going to do everything in their power to keep you from running and winning the election. And I'm starting to think, sir, even though, no offense, I would not vote for you again, but I think you're going to...
That's terrible. How could you say that? I mean, let's be so honest, because the latest fake case brought by the very crooked Joe Biden and his deranged Jack Smith is going to be moved. I want it to be moved to such an impartial venue because the politically unbiased nearby state of, let's say, West Virginia. You ever thought about that? It's impossible to get a fair trial in Washington, D.C., which is over 95% anti-Trump, and for which I have called for a federal takeover in order to bring our capital back to greatness. It's now a high crime embarrassment to our nation and indeed the world. This indictment is all about election interference, Big Fraud Zane, and then you go on your little fake bullshit program and you say, I'm not going to vote for you. You're gonna vote for me because you know the alternative is Sleepy Joe, and we don't even know if he's cognizant.
Okay, sir. Now let's say you do win.
Of course, and you know it's going to be, I'm going to win so big, you're going to see.
Well, now, would you then overturn the election in between your terms? So that mean you would be starting your third term?
We've been over this, Big Fraud, of course, because I'm owed those years. You know I'm owed those years. We won so big in 2020. You can't tell me these millions and millions of people voted for Joe Biden. It's so impossible when you think about it. And, people come up to me all the time. They say, you're the president, right? And I say, of course.
So does that mean this, in the record books, it would show a 12-year term of office for Trump?
Well, I mean, it's maybe more. We don't know. We're not going to limit ourselves to anything.
Okay. What about pardoning yourself? Can you take us through how that may be if you have to pardon yourself?
Look, it's not my fault that the political opponent in the Democrat Party, the crooked Joe Biden, we've talked about him, told his attorney general to charge me, the president, Donald Trump. So maybe that's an option when you think about it. I think I would pursue that. I would totally pursue that because, I mean, it's an option, right? I mean, why not?
Now, is this similar to the documents? You just think it and you're pardoned, right?
That's totally different. I would of course, the documents, it's very different because Joe Biden has so many more documents. They're not talking about that. They're talking about, he's got these documents in his Porsche or whatever in his garage. And I mean, we had them in such a more secure place. And I told the people, I said, you can take the documents. I just need to make sure my pants aren't in the boxes, And so they raided me.
Have you heard of the name Vivek Ramaswamy?
I know so many names, Big Fraud Zane. I know probably everybody that you're mentioning, but look at this. They want me to go to prison. And I think prison is great when you think about it. So many people, they come up to me, they say, Mr. President, are you worried about going to prison? I laugh at them, Big Fraud. I say, listen, Eric, I'm going to prison. We're going to go to prison and we're going to do it so great, aren't we, folks? You ever thought about that? I mean, let's make prison great again. Why not?
Right.
The wonderful movie, The Green Mile, right? It's got Forrest Gump in it. And when he's having trouble with his penis, which I understand you have trouble with your penis, he can't pee, folks.
No, I can't.
So unmanly when you think about it. You're having trouble with your urethra.
Yeah.
Anyway, prison will have that, they're going to have that tall, deep-voiced black guy, and he's going to say, Mr. President, I'll protect you. And there will be death row. There's going to be great death row. There's going to be great death row when I'm president in the prison. It's going to be great. But, if I go to jail, so does our very precious Secret Service officers. They got to protect me. They're going to go to prison like we've never done prison before, and you're going to see great things. We're going to have a whole staff in there.
I think it is a repeat performance. Of course,
it's all fake news.
I think you have as good a shot as ever to win this. It will really. I mean, every day we have another amazing chapter to add to this. So as much as I actually don't want you to win, and I know that upsets you. It will not surprise me that you actually do win.
Well, on your Patreon program yesterday, you were talking about drug dealers and the death sentence, and I don't know if you know this. I have probably the best plan for that. These penalties should be very severe. I think we should go to Congress and put a law in fact, make it illegal to kill these people.
Sir, honestly, there's a lot of things we do agree on, just some really big ones that we don't, that make it an impossibility.
Well, look at it, Big Fraud. Let me change your mind. If you look at countries throughout the world, the ones that don't have the drug problem are the ones that institute a very quick trial with death penalty sentence for the drug dealers.
I know.
Sounds horrible, doesn't it? But you know what? That's the ones that don't have any problem. It doesn't take 15 years in court. It goes very quickly and absolutely. You execute the drug dealer and you'll save, 500 lives?
Right, Mr. President. Boy, this is weird. We're having a real, kind of like an awakening between us. You never know.
It's terrible to say, but if you look at every country, they're doing it so great. I mean, I think we should crack down on it.
Okay, we're getting ready for football, Mr. President. Have you come around to the Detroit Lions yet?
No, of course not, Big Fraud. And I know the Detroit Lions may be better than anyone. I think I know the entire football league perhaps better than anyone. And I can't say for certain, any of the players or anything. This isn't the venue for that. But, of course, I think the Detroit Lions are going to do so poorly.
So poorly? That's ridiculous, sir. I've got them winning 16 games.
I don't know why you think they're going to do any good. You look at them and they're such fake news.
You don't even know anybody on the fucking team.
Of course I know the players on the team. I know everyone. I know every player personally. I've been to the league. They come to me. They say, Mr. Trump, who do you want on this team? And I gave Detroit Lions maybe the worst players.
Sir, I appreciate you as always. It's been fantastic again to have you.
Of course, and together we can make America great again. Big Fraud Zane and Donald Trump. Think about it, Big Fraud.
Okay, Mr. President. Vote. I will. I will think about it. I appreciate your time as always.
Of course, Big Fraud. Take care and tell that queen of the nasty trash people or whatever that you should come down to Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, yep. If next time I'm in Florida, sir, I'll make it a trip.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to because you're fake news. You're always delivering fake.
He just hangs up on me again. I can't tell if he's doing it on purpose or what. God damn it. Thank you, Mr. President. Oh, Jesus. Before we get to Rick on Trigger Time, let's see here. Thank you for enjoying the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I need to kick you out, but join me on ad-free, listener-supported Patreon for free. You can sign up for free, patreon.com/Eric Zane. I appreciate your help very much. Facebook and Twitter brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Follow and send me an email whenever you want on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. I appreciate your support. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Shoreliners Striping. If you need the parking lot striped or the athletic field, they do it all in and around the great state of Michigan. Okay. Blue Frost IT is the managed IT service provider for the Eric Zane Show podcast, and they can be for your business too. Reach out to Blue Frost IT at 616-200-8550, 616-200-8550 to discuss a tech upgrade for you and your small or medium-sized business. I realize that not everybody owns a business, but you might work for a small or medium-sized business, and you might earn some serious points if you make this suggestion to the boss, if the boss is looking to upgrade everything, hard drives, monitors, your network setup, modem, everything you need. Blue Frost IT can help you build your business the right way. It's so much better than just going to the Best Buy and buying stuff off the shelf, for God's sake. That never works. You either buy too much, too little, or not the right thing. It's a waste of time and money. Sit down for a 30-minute complimentary consultation with Blue Frost IT, 616-200-8550. Berlin Raceway, online at berlinraceway.com. A fantastic evening last night. SRX in town. On TV, ESPN, televised all around the world at our beautiful Marne, Michigan Raceway, Berlin Raceway. The next race this coming Wednesday. So, next week, Wednesday, the Battle at Berlin. $20 a ticket, 250-lap race. It is the closest to cup racing you will see on a short track. In fact, Chase Elliott, the most popular driver in NASCAR, is going to be there racing against our local heroes. And my money's on the local heroes. BerlinRaceway.com. Top prize of $30,000. I love that. BerlinRaceway.com. Get tickets for the Battle at Berlin. It's the biggest race of the year here. on a Wednesday night. $20 a pop, BerlinRaceway.com. I want to share a video with you before I bring in Rick from TC Paintball. Stockton, California. A couple dudes own a party store. One of them's wearing a turban. The other guy is not. And some fucking homeless slob comes in, grabs the garbage can, goes behind the counter, and just starts stealing the cigarettes, like a ton of them. And I'll show you that. And there's a dude shooting video of this. The idea is, in a lot of these cases in California, you just let them walk all over you. You know, these thefts, and people are doing it because there's and the prosecution is pretty minimal if a person is caught doing this. So it was a horrible decision by the government to do this. But this guy in the blue thing here over his head, he's trying to conceal his identity, but he does a terrible job of it. Kyle says Carl showed this video on his show. It's hilarious. Dude gets his ass kicked. Here we go. Yes, that is about to happen. Look at how brazen this guy is.
Switch it up. Can I get a strip? Hey, can I get a swisher?
He wants him to give it. The guy shooting the video says, "Give me a swisher."
Let me get a swisher.
Back up. Back up. Put a gun on his.
Yeah, people in California have gotten so used to being able to do whatever they want, just walk all over business owners like this.
But it's nothing you can do. It's like they're not gonna do nothing. You just have to just claim you have insurance. You have insurance?
What?
Did you have insurance?
Yeah, you got insurance.
No, it hurts you.
So this guy's just taking all of his product.
Nothing you can do, though. There's nothing you can do, man. Until you call police.
Stop playing. No.
Ain't nothing you can do, man.
You can hear the guy shooting the video saying there's nothing you can do. There's just nothing you can do. There's absolutely something you can do. And you're about to see it get done.
Don't. Hey, ain't nothing you can do, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't.
Okay, this dude, he's finally going to get involved. And the guy shooting the video is like, no, don't do that. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Dude in the turban has looks to be like a big fucking broom handle and is just beating the shit out of him while the other guy holds him down.
No! It's okay! Okay, brother! Okay!
This guy is taking out all of his aggression on this motherfucker.
No! It's okay! Okay, brother! Okay!
Now, a lot of the blows are hitting the dude in the foot, hitting the sole of his boot, which I guess that still could hurt, but he changes it up. Oh, that hurt. Oh no. He's just whooping his ass now.
That's called whooping your.
Oh, and there you go. He says that you're getting your ass whooped. I like how they flipped him over so they could hit him in the ass. This reminds me of that scene in that Chappelle bit when they just beat the shit out of Rick James and kick his legs, and he's dragging across the floor.
Called whooping your ass. Whoop him! Get him!
Okay.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Now go.
I'm gonna go.
Go.
I'm gonna let me go.
Go.
I'll go, brother.
Go.
You can't.
Go. Hey, let him go. Just let him go.
The dude in the turban, he wants to continue hitting the fuck out of him.
Let him go.
That's enough.
That's enough. Hey, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
That's good.
Okay.
He goes back to hitting this. Oh, no, right on the knee.
Okay, let him go. Just let him go. Hey, you go. Go. You want to go? Let's go. Let's go. You want police to get him? You want to call police to get him?
Please let me go by my leg.
Police to get him? Okay. You want police to get him? Okay. They're coming? You hold him till the police come in.
Please.
I'd make him clean all that shit up.
You call police? You call police. You call police?
These guys don't even speak English.
I can't move, baby.
You call, if you don't call police, let him go. You want to let him go? He doesn't have a gun. He doesn't have a gun. He's lying. He's lying. He doesn't have a gun. You don't have a gun. You have a gun? Do you have a gun?
No.
He's lying. Let's let him go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's get him. Let's get him. Okay. Come on. Okay. No, it's okay. Okay. No more. You know no more. No more come here, right? No more come and do that, right?
Please,
brother, please. I'm your brother. Right? No more do this, okay?
I got you.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, he's talking to the guy. Goes, no more do this.
No, let him go.
No, please.
Please, no, brother. He had a problem with you?
Yeah, bro.
He owe you a lot of money?
How many on there?
He owe you a lot of money? Do he owe you a lot of money? He owe you a lot of money? Let him go. Please let him go. Come on.
I can't walk.
No, you can't. Let's go. You better walk tonight. You better walk tonight. You better walk tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Don't come back here no more. Okay? Don't do that, okay? They shoot you.
Can I get a soda?
Can I get a soda? Yes, if he could get a soda.
Me and you do this. So no. Okay? Get the now. Hold on.
I get a soda. This asshole.
Hey. Just be cool, man.
Oh, god damn. That is spectacular. Holy fuck. Man. Have him put the product back. If it's in the wrong spot, hit him again. Jesus Christ. Oh, I got to get Rick in here. That was something. Oh. What an ass kicking.
Good morning, Eric Zane.
Rick, what's up, buddy?
Not a lot. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are things at TC Paintball?
We're plugging right along.
I see that you're upgrading the village.
We are, yes. Yes, that's one of the things up on the priority list.
Has it always had turf on it?
Yeah, that was we all of my outdoor area has to have turf on it, per my site plan.
All right, so the obstacles are moving, they're being changed, all that stuff.
Yeah, we're trying. So when we first built that village, you know, the number one goal was to just get playing on it. So we needed some structures for people to hide behind, and you know, look cool from ground level. So we knew that wasn't the permanent solution for it, but we needed to get playing and start generating revenue so we could start updating it. So now, as I gather materials, we are, you know, removing the worst of the old wooden structures and trying to put better ones in their place. And ultimately it will, you know, be completely revamped and, you know, a little bit, a few degrees nicer, if you will.
It reminds me of the game Ghost Recon when we used to walk around in Juarez, Mexico. But if you're going to do that, you should have like hookers actually on the playing field. Tyler wants to know if you're ever going to put in a sniper tower.
Doing anything that is second story, you got to be careful. You know, when people are out there wearing masks and stuff, you got to make sure handrails are in place and the grade isn't too steep and all those things. So yes, we want to add some second story type stuff. I just got to make sure I'm doing it exactly the way I want to do it, without just throwing it up there.
Maybe a hill.
A hill will be tough when it's all turf. I mean, I could pull the turf up.
Yeah, fuck. I forgot about that.
People have suggested that for sure.
What did you think about that ass-kicking video of that guy getting murdered by the broomstick?
Well, first of all, is it just me, or has Todd Bridges really fallen from grace?
I Is that a guy? I think he's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he looks just like Todd Bridges, don't he?
Yeah, he sure did. When they went behind the counter and you saw him, maybe, Jesus, that was, God, can you imagine getting hit that many times like that? I mean, he was dropping the hammer on that dude.
Did you see, like, towards the end when dude looked up to see if dude was still filming? Like what if he wasn't filming? Would it have got worse there? I feel like they kind of reined themselves in because of that.
Oh.
But dude swinging the club, though, or whatever it was, he was chopping wood.
Oh.
I mean, I was so satisfied with every blow that was rained down on dude.
Yes, that was, and only in California would that even happen in the first place. California is pretty lax with their laws for things like this. Cops don't even come when they, especially in the hood, you know.
Yeah, and this is what you get. You know, if they know no one's coming, then what's their motivation to stop?
Rick, Trump is dominating and getting stronger with every day. Did you see the latest?
Yeah, I'm kind of casually paying attention to it.
He is slaughtering Ron DeSantis right now. Do you think this is a repeat of 2016?
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
There's no question. I mean, people are not, I mean, you know, nobody wants the status quo. You know, he wants to flip over the apple cart, and he brings a lot of baggage with him, but I don't know that it's a bad thing.
When I was, there very few of the candidates are indicting him. Like DeSantis is like kind of supporting him, but is competing against him, and he's kind of stuck. No one, and even the people that are speaking out against him, they don't even factor. You know, Chris Christie, they're all way behind, and I don't think it would matter what DeSantis did. This is remarkable.
I think we, the people, are just we're tired of the same old bullshit, the lies, the information we don't get, you know, the shit that happens behind the scenes. I just feel like that everyone, you know, hears one thing but knows something else is going to happen, and I think we just continue to be more and more over it.
I think I will say this about Trump. At least, I mean, he's being forced to face the music, but at least he's facing the music. You know, like with Biden, there's no way anything will ever happen to that guy, considering the business dealings with his son.
Biden doesn't know what's going on. Jesus Christ.
If you had to vote today, would you vote for Trump?
I don't think Trump is a safe vote, but I mean, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't like politics because all the bullshit we don't get to know about. You know, they say one thing, they do another thing. I'm not a big Trump fan. I just am tired of the same old status quo.
So,
you know? And that decisions that are made when you're a president aren't necessarily the reason that the economy is the way it is. You know, there's a lot of trickle down effect there and stuff, but there's not a lot of denying, you know, the numbers and prices and the economy we had when he was there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you have one vote. You are going to vote, I'm assuming.
I'll vote.
You can vote for Biden or you can vote for Trump. Who are you voting for?
There is no question. There's no way I would give Biden a vote.
So you're going to vote for Trump. Gotcha.
If the two options, I would vote for Trump.
And I'm in the same boat, too. They're both pieces of shit, but I can't vote for Trump.
Well, you know, I think people make the mistake of, hey, my guy is great and he's, you know, a godsend and everyone else sucks. No, everybody sucks. If you're in that arena, you had to do some nasty shit to get to where you are. You had to do some nasty shit to make the money that you've made, and you got to lie to a lot of people and, you know, and take opportunities when they present themselves. So they're not good people, none of them. There
is a debate coming up for the Republican candidates. Trump isn't even going to go. He doesn't even have to.
No, hell no, he doesn't. He's going to win if he didn't say another word before the election. He's going to win.
Okay, so, you know, I'm starting to think that he will win. I don't want him to win, but I'm starting to think that he will. And if he does not, do we have much of the same nonsense that we had last time?
So him, you know.
Yeah, fake election, stolen election, crazy shit.
None of these people are good people. So, I mean, they're going to do what they do. And, you know, they're all used to being, you know, having an amount of power in their own little world. So, yeah, he's going to throw a fit and a tantrum if he doesn't win again. For sure.
A quick analysis of people who are commenting right now. Nick says, my 401k is voting for Trump. Patrick says, I'd vote Trump over Biden. Cole says, they're both pieces of shit. I'll be voting for the orange-haired piece of shit.
That's kind of where I am.
Wow. Yeah, so that's the world that we live in. I mean, at the end of the day, there will be two. Now, there's also the very real potential that Trump will win and pardon himself.
Of course he will. That'll be the first executive order.
Holy shit. God damn it. That would be outrageous. Interesting. Okay. What else can we talk about that you're interested in right now? What's burning on your brain? Is it fantasy football? I know you're big in that.
Yeah, I am. I just, I'm so damn busy with life, and I'm not complaining. I mean, it's better than being bored. But, I used to be really good at fantasy football, like before everything was on the internet and I had to study newspapers and stuff. And now I suck at it. Now all the information is available to anyone. So I don't have like a leg up at all as far as where I get my information from. So, I mean, I don't even look at it anymore. We used to buy our first magazine on like the 4th of July that weekend. And we start studying. My fantasy football league started in 1992. Yeah. So we've been doing a long time, basically the same group of guys, but I don't even look at anything until we do our draft on Labor Day, and the morning of Labor Day I'll print up a couple top 200 lists, and then I'll just go down the list, and I'll have my heart involved and my brain involved, but I lean towards my heart more than anything else.
Yeah.
People that I want to do good, I get them on my team, even if they're probably not going to have a good season. So I'm not good at it anymore.
We got one in the neighborhood I'm doing this. I'm going to be terrible. The draft is coming up at the end of the month, but they actually played football last night. Did you know that? I guess it's called the Hall of Fame game.
Oh yeah, Canton.
Yeah, when I think the Packers. Wait a minute, it was the Jets and somebody. I don't know who the fuck it was, but
I saw it on the preview guide or whatever, and I'm like, no, I'm not ready for football yet.
Yeah, no, kid. Don't even like to. I don't pay attention to any of that shit. Are you on the Lions bandwagon still?
Hell yes, I am.
All right.
So about that, but I'm trying. I've been excited before. Like, there's been many seasons that were like, this is it. This is our year. Barry's going to do it, and we're going to go to the deep in the playoffs, and it never happened.
I know it.
If it does, they get their asses kicked, and you're going, well,
yeah.
I guess not our year. I hate getting so excited for it and then being let down. So I have cautious optimism, and I'm really hoping for a good, solid season. I want Dan Campbell to be there for a number of years.
This feels different to me, though, for some reason.
We've said that before, though. We've said it feels different before. So I'm so nervous about that going in. Like, does it feel different, or are we always filled with this optimism that we get let down on? So, I'm kind of like, different. I've been burned a few times. I'm trying not to put my emotions out there too much.
Yeah. For some reason, this feels different. So I'm still sticking with 16-1 Super Bowl champs.
Oh. I mean, that would be great. It would be awesome. A lifelong fan, and seeing them go up and down, just the emotional roller coaster you ride with them, it's just, I really want to see them do well. I enjoy the football season when the Lions have a winning record, man. It changes.
Yeah, I would cry. I would openly weep, Rick. Openly. Knees over toes. How's the knee doing? Is it getting better still?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think I need to do more of his exercises, and I've just focused on the walking backwards and the dragging the sled backwards. I've been really lazy about adding anything else to the regimen. But, there's just no question that it works. Have you still been doing it?
I've been, I advanced to the, I'm on my toes, and I squat deep as far as I can go. And so I'm almost like my heels are elevated, but I don't have a block under them.
Uh-huh.
So my heels are elevated. It's a balance move and a strength move. So then I drop all the way down. My knees shoot way over my toes, and then I come up. So it weightless. But I have done it with weight, like 15, 20 pounds. And, oh, my God. So I'm getting the strength, but it still hurts, I don't know. It just, I'm starting to think that this will just allow me to walk and play with my grandkids and shit like that.
Are you noticing lesser inflation in your feet?
The swelling's gone. I have no swelling.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. And that was quick. That was a rather quick process.
So are you running like on the regular now?
No. It still hurts.
I'm curious as to if you're going to get that joint aching. Because I was always convinced that, okay, your meniscus is almost gone. You got this bone-on-bone thing going on. There's nothing that can ever be done to fix that. And then all of a sudden you build up some strength and I'm not getting those aches and pains anymore. I don't understand what's going on there, but I'm just curious. And I'm not a runner, but I'm curious that you are a runner. And if you went out there and pounded that pavement for a half hour at a time or whatever, would you have like a bunch of adverse effects to that? Or has the strength been built up to a level where you're no longer going to have that bone-on-bone, or at least the achiness that goes with it?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that my doctor said, don't run anymore. So he said, by all means, build the strength up. But the impact, weight, and I forget the formula, weight and speed or whatever causes force. And that impact it could be very, very bad. So, and I experienced it a little yesterday. I had to run a little bit to try to catch the old man with his trunk open. And I was limping the whole time. I just can't move.
Oh, it's been a while since I could really run, but like every once in a while, if I got to go from back to front in my facility or something, I'll jog it. And I'm shaking my head the whole time going, I can't believe I'm doing this again. This is something that I'd never thought that I would have the ability to do. And I can run around a little bit now, and it's just getting stronger. It's wild.
Tyler says, ask Rick if he knows of some more voodoo magic to fix my prostate.
Well, walking backwards works for your knees, so maybe I don't know.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It get pretty dark if I keep going down that other.
Yeah, it's so bad. Oh God, I got a doctor's appointment coming up here to find out if I got cancer. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Pick it up.
No. All right, buddy. I appreciate you so much. TC Paintball, of course. Reach out to Rick and book an event. For God's sake, with your friends, your family members, the kids in the neighborhood. There's only a month left in the summer before they go back to school. In some cases, less. So, Rick can accommodate you and help you, and he's him and his crew do a great job.
We're playing tag at 200 miles per hour. Come check it out.
Oh, hey, man, I appreciate you, Rick. Thank you so much, buddy.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah, man. See ya. There you go, Rick. TC Paintball. Love him. Put stuff backwards up your ass. Tyler writes. I don't know. I have no clue. All right. Believe it or not, I got to pee again. Sorry. When you go pee and 1 ounce flies out every time, or like a third of an ounce, comment, such a fraudulent prostate. Big fraud prostate. Oh, you big fraud. Such a fraudulent prostate. Why does this graphic not say tinkle time or it's another fraudulent pee break? I don't know, man. Because I made it long time ago. A long time ago. All right. This is the Detroit Lions head football coach, Dan Campbell. Audio check, video check.
I don't think we're going to be able to.
He wants to own an actual lion.
I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but I would love to literally just have a pet lion, just a legit pet lion on a chain, a big ass chain. And he really is my pet. We just walk around the building. We go out to practice. We're in 7-on-7. We're behind the kicker when he's kicking. On command, you could train him. Like if one of your groups isn't doing well, you could just take him over to their section and just have him take a dump right there in the middle of where their section is at. It'd be outstanding. We would take great care of it. It would be fed well. It would be petted. It would be manicured. I might end up losing an arm because of it, but that would be even better. This is a creature now. This is an animal. This is from the wild.
He's hilarious. He can do no wrong right now. It's remarkable to think that last year, First of all, his first year, he won 3 games. Last year, he started the season 1-6. Everybody was saying, all right, get this guy out of here. He's 4-19. 4-19-1. And that's just fucking horrible. And then something magical happened. And he went from being everybody wanted him fired to he's like a coach of the year candidate. He got votes for coach of the year. All in 1 year. And they didn't even make the playoffs. Just short. As I've indicated many times before, every year I'm always like, you have different expectations, but I've never had expectations quite this high. And hope is a killer. Okay? Hope is a killer. I've tried so hard to squelch the hope. Because when you have that expectation and then it falls apart, it hurts so damn bad. And it could be for anything. You could have hope about your fucking football team. You could have hope about whatever, job prospect, you name it. And the second you start to really believe it, bam, right in the face. Hope is a killer. It's smarter to be pragmatic about this. And it's just so easy to just like, all right. It's actually more enjoyable to be so on the bandwagon and then off the bandwagon, because it could very well be that in 8 weeks, I am just ranting and raving about how much these guys suck and how pissed off I am. This is the only type of sport ball that I follow so passionately. I used to follow the Red Wings quite a bit, and the old school Pistons, the 88, 89, 90 Pistons, all those teams. But I've always followed the Lions. Only the NFL can have a game last night, the Hall of Fame game, which is somebody who indicated it's the preseason for the preseason. And it's on national TV. It's the biggest thing that anybody watched yesterday. And none of the players are even going to make the fucking team. Okay, it's all losers and scrubs. My God. And in the U.S., it's such a big deal. 1.2, what was it? No, I saw a stat like for the Super Bowl, I think like it was some ridiculous number of people in the millions that would watch the Super Bowl, but it's in the billions that watch the World Cup. And I don't know how. American football, it doesn't really play anywhere else in the world. And I cannot, it's such a strange thing to me that everybody on the planet loves soccer except the U.S., and everybody on the planet does not like American football. And in the U.S., it's king. There was a time when baseball was king. They used to have Monday Night Baseball, for God's sake. Now baseball isn't shit. Nobody gives a fuck about any of these sports. It's all football all the time. College football just as big as football, maybe bigger. College football might be bigger than the NFL. And with the playoffs coming, and it might actually surpass the NFL. I don't know. Corey says the NFL and the NBA, all that matter. The NBA is horrible. Are you kidding me? Ben Glaze in here. He says soccer's more boring than golf. Yeah, soccer can suck my ass, and so can golf. Golf can eat shit too. No way. Aram says he's waiting for Wrestle Ball. Yes, Wrestle Ball. I forgot about that. NBA sucks. NCAA basketball much better, according to Tyler Akers. I agree with all of that. Kenny says there's actually some groups of people that have small teams that play American football in Europe just for fun. And the 1 or 2 games that the NFL plays over there, it's picking up interest. Yeah, I know. Kind of as a novelty, though. And that's the same thing with soccer in the U.S. I mean, you can sit there. You see these networks, they get the rights to broadcast whatever games, and they make a big deal and try to, with smoke and mirrors, convince you that it's bigger than it is in the U.S., but it sucks. Don't even tell me that it's good. Quit trying to convince me that it's entertaining. We've all tried, okay, for years to sit down and watch that shit, okay? And we've said, all right, everybody's talking about it. I got to try it too. And we've sat down and we've watched it. And then, our mouths are open, drool coming out of our mouths, blood rushing out of our face. Oh, God, does it suck so bad. I've talked about this. You know what's going up for me is ladies basketball, ladies college ball. That tournament this year was fucking great, especially at the final game when the chicks are like getting in each other's faces and they're like mocking each other, and the one chick pointing at her ring finger. I got the ring, bitch. Oh my God. And I loved short little pigtail blonde, who I think she was at Louisville and she transferred to like LSU or some shit. Nate says UFC violence has always been loved everywhere. I like everything about the UFC except for when the injuries get grotesque. I can't. I just can't do it. Yeah, I think it's a pretty great action sport too. It's unbelievably big. There's been some Ted Lasso comments, and that's unfortunate. Aram writes, interesting fact, Ted Lasso made soccer popular. Ben Glaze says, interesting fact, Ted Lasso sucks, LOL, more than soccer. It does, and I haven't watched it. Remember that whole bit I did where I was like, I'm just basing it on the previews of this shitbag show, and it just seems so corny to me. I think that the only people who like Ted Lasso are low IQ, weak-minded, weak-kneed, people like that. That's who I think. That's why I think Kenny loves it so much. The whole low IQ thing is where it, because let's be honest, he's dumb. I'm kidding. Cole says, how are their backs? Ashley says, it does suck. Someone told me once it was life-changing, and I couldn't get through one episode. Whenever someone says something like that about a show, I'm suspicious. Ben Glaze tipped me off that for the film Oppenheimer, before he and I and his dad and fiance went to go see it, God damn it. He goes, oh, man, did you hear the story, man? I go, no, what? People are coming out of Oppenheimer, and they're crying. They're sobbing. They're frightened. They're shook. I go, oh, no shit. Fuck, man, that's going to be something. And then I forgot all about that. And when the movie ended, I had forgotten that he told me that, and I just got up and fucking left. I'd already forgot. It faded like a fart in the wind. And then he sent me a nice article from Vulture, which actually is a great article, by the way, about how I forgot one of the chicks who's in the movie forget her name, famous actress, after shooting her part, and she went and saw the premiere of it, or the red carpet event, and she was crying. She's sobbing uncontrollably at the end of the movie. And I'm going to spoil this for you. There's nothing to cry over. What the fuck is wrong with you? Because at the end of the film, Oppenheimer talks about, there's this one poignant moment where he and Einstein are concerned about a potential chain reaction that could occur if the bomb blows up. It could actually light the atmosphere on fire, and it would never stop exploding, and the whole planet would. That obviously did not happen when we murdered all those Japanese people and tested hundreds of bombs over the years. But they theorized that could happen. And then at the end, they go, well, we actually were right. The chain reaction has begun. And then they show a scene where missiles are landing different spots on the globe when a thermonuclear war has begun, and all the mushroom clouds are erupting over all parts of the globe, and the planet is being destroyed. And that was the scene that everyone was like, oh, God, oh, no, oh, my God. Oh. Yeah, you know who would cry at that? A fucking weirdo artsy pussy. That's not going to happen. It hasn't happened. I'm not going to let some fucking filmmaker convince me that it's going to happen, you fucking weak-kneed asshole. Quit your fucking crying. Pick up your popcorn bucket and get the fuck out of there. Oh, Christopher Nolan, you hurt me. You made me realize we're going to die. Come on now. I'm still in that mode of that film. Nolan pulled something out of me to keep me that alarmingly awake and energized at the boredom of what my eyes were seeing is quite a feat. You took the most ADHD person on the planet and made him sit through that pile of shit for 3+ hours, and I enjoyed myself. Of course, I had to go to the bathroom like 10 times. There was some pretty solid sex in this one. I picked up some new sex moves there. Ben described it on the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. When the scene where the boobies were visible, and I was like, oh, yeah. And he's like, oh, God, he's sitting right next to his dad. I will never sit down and watch that movie again, but it will one time make an appearance on whatever platform, or I'll be able to watch clips on YouTube. That's as far as I'll go. Fuck it. All right. Hello to, of course, we talked about Rick from TC Paintball. Book an event there. TCPaintballGR.com. Love it. Open for you. Get the group together. Call in. Say, we're coming. We're making, blocking out some time. We will see you there at TC Paintball. Online at TCPaintballGR.com. Get the kids, get the bros, get the bachelor party. Workplace team building, you name it. You will have so much fun at TC Paintball in the newly renovated Village Outdoor Play, in some cases year-round, at TC Paintball. Thank you to Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Servicing all makes and models except for Crazy Ashley's car, an Audi. I didn't know that. I thought it was only Volkswagens. 616-532-6600 for Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. So awesome. Working tirelessly for you to keep your vehicle on the road, whether it's preventative maintenance, scheduled maintenance, something's just wrong and went south on you and you need it taken care of. They can help you. And that goes for regular old-fashioned combustion cars, hybrids, and EVs. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. 616-532-6600. Early bird drop-off, late bird pickup, and you're good to go. While I'm at it, Joe Martinez from A&E Heating and Cooling came to my house this week and got the AC going again. Thank you, Joe, for that. That was a fantastic bit of relief. That it was just a fuse. He took care of it, and we are in business. Reach out if you need anything done on the AC unit, 616-516-8579. You should once a year have your AC tuned up, okay? If not, it's going to run more inefficiently, costing you money, and putting more wear and strain on your unit. A&E Heating and Cooling, 616-516-8579. Corey says, we for sure do not want more strain on the unit. All right, what are you, 7? Come on now. I hope you're not driving. Are you driving again? If that's the case, you're going to hurt another motorist. He says, I'm at home in my office. Okay, very good. What do you do, by the way? I'm curious. What do you do for a living? Please write your comment. I want to see. I'm often curious as to what people do. I don't think I know what any of you do. I know I don't know what Corey does. I don't know what Ashley does. Didn't you say you're like a consultant or something like that? I don't know. I know you make tons of money, though. Tyler works. I think Tyler's a lab technician at a hospital. Kenny says Ashley's job is to destroy laptops. And that's what she says, too. I work for Salesforce and smash laptops. Yes, I don't know what Salesforce is. Tyler is a pathology technician. Stevie buys books for a library. Nate says Amanda sells dildos. Kevin Kuipers sells heating and cooling shit. Corey, electrical engineer, if I didn't say that. What else are the rest of you? Patrick says, I use Salesforce. I guess that's a product. I don't know what the fuck Salesforce is. I think I need to make you guys simplify what you do because, I don't know what that is. And then Amy says I work at Haworth as a project engineer. Can you maybe pretend that I'm a child? If you could pretend that I'm a child, and just write down what you do in a few one-syllable words, that would be so cool. Kenny says he simplified mine. Kenny says I click the mouse all day and fix errors on the computer. Yeah, and I think you do that for the state-run health service or something like that. Bob delivers packages. Nader_WI is a pipe fitter. Another electrical engineer, Wolverine Bronco. I think that's a relatively new name I haven't seen around here before. Project manager, commercial doors and hardware. Interesting that you bring that up, Roger. This story. 26-year-old Alexander Henrique Costa Mota of Hartford, Connecticut, has been traveling to Home Depot stores in Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey From June of 2021 and February of 2022, he has been doing the same thing at a number of Home Depot stores, cashing in on roughly $300,000 in fraudulent Home Depot gift cards. So in August, September, October, November, December, in 7 months, $300,000 in fraudulent Home Depot gift cards were given to him by the lady at the return desk at Home Depot. 7 months, all those different states. He's been hitting all of the Home Depots. And he walks into the store, and you know those orange carts that kind of like almost rock? And they have like a couple of bars, and they're set up to like put 4x8s or 5x10s or whatever they are of board into them and stack them on their side, or maybe building supplies that you need for a project or a contractor. In some cases, you can get a door and just set it in there. And that's what he was doing. He was going in and getting to the Home Depot and grabbing a door and setting it into that cart. And then he would walk to the return desk and say, hey, I want to take this back. And they go, oh, do you have your receipt? He goes, no, I don't. Well, we can only give you store credit if you don't have your receipt. He goes, hey, no problem. They ring it up. All right, this is a $800 door. It was quite a door. Yeah, I know. I love this door, but it's just not right for me. Oh, okay. Here's the $800 gift card. Holy fuck, that's it? Why is this the first time that we're hearing this? And why isn't any old Joe doing this? You would think that a fraudster like any old Joe would have known about this, the same way he knows about PPP loans, and could have done this. Dude is from Connecticut, $300,000 in these credits by walking into the stores and doing just that. At Home Depot, this is one of those stores that they like make it a big deal. Hey, you don't even need your receipt. Just bring it back. Yeah, you're fine. And no one was catching on. He dressed to appear like a contractor, entered the stores empty-handed, load the door or several doors worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars onto the lumber cart, and then return them. He would get the store credit and then redeem it at other stores. If the return was denied, okay, let's say they say, or whatever, they suspect something and they say, no, we can't do it for whatever reason. He would then just walk out with the door. So he'd steal the door without paying and then just go to another store and return it there. What the fuck? How is this possible that no one stops him? He was given about 370 big fraud store credits. My God. Home Depot's policy is to allow customers to return items without a receipt, but the home improvement chain has safeguards in place that are supposed to prevent people from taking advantage, including asking for ID that requires third-party verification according to court documents. In this case, the defendant apparently used his own driver's license once, then used several fraudulent big fraud licenses with other names to conduct the other returns, court documents say. Doesn't say how they caught him, but they finally did. He's busted. That is incredible. First of all, that it's that simple. Bob says, yeah, that's the lumber cart. Wolverine Bronco says, I listen each day. Don't chat that much though. But now Wolverine Bronco is in a serious discussion about electrical engineer stuff with his pal Corey. These two are friends for life, making friends on the Eric Zane Show podcast, making friends and making lovers. I have been successful The most successful is Eric Zane, sex agent. And I am, the story can now be told. I set up Crazy Ashley, any old Joe's ex, and introduced Crazy Ashley to the man behind Shoreliner Strifing. That would be Tim Mayer, one of my favorite people on the planet. I'm not kidding you. He is so fantastic. I cannot believe it took this long for me to figure out that they would be great together. In fact, I had introduced Ashley to two other people, and she's like, nah. One in particular was ridiculous. The guy, I said to the dude, I go, hey, what do you think? Oh, she's adorable. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, how about I introduce you? Okay, great. And then it was as bad as, hey, this is Ashley. This is so-and-so. And then he like turned around and walked away and never acknowledged her ever again. It was so awful. It was a horrible scenario. I felt so bad about that. But this one, okay, so I was 0 for 2 going into this. And I same thing. I reached out to Tim. I go, hey, you know, what do you think? She's, you guys are like the identical, same age. He's like, oh, wow, okay, yeah. So I introduced, and that was a couple of weeks ago. In fact, 2 weeks ago today is when these two first went out. And you know where they went? They went to Bosco's Pub. I served them food. And I was so happy because they seemed to be just immediately just joking with each other and having a great old time. And then I've learned that these two are now like an item. They've made it like official. Okay. So that is so fun. I'm very, very happy to hear that. Tim Mayer is an absolute awesome dude. And Ashley deserves nothing but happiness. She's been through so much, being treated like shit by a lot of dudes. And these two seem to be getting along swimmingly. And that makes your old pal Easy, Eric Zane, sex agent, happy. Okay? Ben writes, Amanda and Kenny secretly make love and fake hate each other. Oh, yeah. Ben, thank you for that. Oh, these two. Man, do they screw. They know how to screw. God damn. And though they deny it, we all know the truth. Crazy Ashley says that I should call Tim Mayer. No, I don't want to do that. He's just getting up to speed about, he only knows Eric not on the podcast. He doesn't know Eric like on the podcast. That's a different person. Okay? The shit I say on this podcast, if I say that on the street, someone will kill me. And so I have a different, he has to get caught up to speed, you know? Ryan says, Big Fraud, you said you got new pork moves from Oppenheimer. Imagine the possibilities if you watched the Kenny and Amanda show. I know.
To the Kenny. To the Kenny. I'll fuck his ass with my dick. I'm going to fuck his ass with a beer bottle.
Those are clips of Amanda. She's into doing that.
I'll fuck his ass with my dick. I'm going to fuck his ass with a beer bottle. I'm going to fuck his ass with a beer bottle. I'll fuck his ass with my dick.
Rest in peace, Iron Sheik. Where else do I want to go today? This beautiful day. Old lady, 87 years old, somewhere in Canada, wakes up, nude dude standing above her bed. I guess she kicked his ass or something, and then gave him snacks. What? Audio check, video check.
First tonight, quite the scare for a woman in Brunswick. She woke up early this morning around 2 a.m. to find an intruder standing
What the fuck is going on here?
bed, threatening to cut her.
I don't feel good about this. Okay. No, it's there. Audio check, video check. I thought I fucked that up. Sorry, false alarm.
First tonight, quite the scare for a woman in Brunswick. She woke up early this morning around 2 a.m. to find an intruder standing over her bed, threatening to cut her with a knife. News 7 Rain's Alex.
He had a Bluetooth in his ear.
Haskell spoke with that woman. He joins us live in the newsroom. Alex, how is she doing tonight?
Yeah, Zach, she is okay and wasn't hurt. In fact, the woman tells me she fought off the intruder.
I woke up to see a male standing over me by my bed, telling me he was going to cut me.
A terrifying start to the day for 87-year-old Marjorie Perkins.
This body she is more in shape than I am. This is the way my gut looks.
I jumped out of bed, got my shoes on real fast because they don't have ties, and I was ready to kick.
Okay, wait a minute. So we're led to believe that's her story is there's a nude dude who says, I'm going to cut you. So she put her shoes on?
87-year-old Marjorie Perkins.
I jumped out of bed, got my shoes on real fast because they don't have ties, and I was ready to kick.
Her intruder.
Okay, this sounds like Carly Russell.
Quickly learned he had picked the wrong home to break into. Thinking fast, Marjorie says she picked up the only thing nearby.
A black penis.
Grabbed my chair, and he grabbed me by the shoulders and pushed me against the wall and so forth. So I took my chair and I kept hitting him.
Having had enough of Marjorie's beating, she says the young man headed for the kitchen.
He said he was very hungry, so I gave him crackers and peanut butter.
While he was eating.
This has to be role playing. She had to have paid that black guy to come in there and do that, and now she's going to serve it. She's keeping the lovemaking part out of this.
Marjorie took the chance to call police. The intruder inside her home on Beverly Drive, police say, is a juvenile who is staying just a few blocks away.
You just don't think it's going to happen in your neighborhood, and here it is. So it's surprising.
The incident shocking those who live nearby.
But this is when someone would say, we've never had this happen before.
Looking over her home after, Marjorie says the young man must have got in through this back window.
And this was pushed way over.
No doubt a terrifying experience. But Marjorie says there's no need to have sympathy.
Don't sit and cry about it. If it comes up again, do it again. Be ready to kick and then pick up a chair and hit somebody with it.
What the fuck is going on here?
Police tells us the juvenile accused of breaking into Marjorie's home is being held at Long Creek Youth Development Center tonight and faces multiple charges. Zach?
Alex, thanks so much.
Yeah, this is so weird. I have so many questions. What the hell? How come he didn't hurt you then? Roger says she made him a PB&J after she had her after-sex cigarette. Ryan says, I wish people would stop being surprised by bad shit happening in the neighborhood. Those days are long gone. Fuck-faced. This isn't Mayberry. Cole says, should have fed him some lead. Corey adds, his crime is being into grandma's. The first thing I grabbed, the 14-inch dildo that she bought from Amanda. My God. That is ridiculous. All right. I'm wrapping things up here. Don't forget about the Patreon bonus podcast. I have a lot of work to do today. I have to post the audio of the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast, the audio of Who Are These Zanes. Those will be dropped today. Doing the Patreon bonus podcast, have to do that. And have to be at Bosco's for the world's greatest fry cook at 3 p.m. Doors open at 4, on into the night. We close sometime after 9. I can't stress enough about how strong of a menu item the loaded Bosco fries are. If you do go there, get that as an appetizer. Holy shit. Ryan says, there you go again, fraud. Advertising to your listeners that you will be making them fries. No, seriously. I'm there. I'm scheduled. I am on the books. I will be there tonight and tomorrow night, working my ass off and dominating in trivia. Ben writes, going for the Luigi burger, leaving with the shits. You won't have the shits, Ben. That's not a good endorsement for the fucking restaurant that I work for, you fucking moron. Ryan says you were scheduled yesterday. I know I was scheduled, but he's the boss. He called me and said, stay home. Okay? Don't blame me. Yesterday, the asshole of the day was Zipper Merge Ass Fucks. Before we get to the asshole of the day, though, reminder that if you're looking to buy a home, call the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. They are everywhere. You can get a mortgage no matter where you are in the U.S. just by reaching out. 231-332-6505. That's 231-332-6505. NMLS number 3035. Perhaps you've owned your home for a while and you want to get a little money out of it to pay for a credit card or, I don't know, medical bill. Maybe you're doing some home improvements, whatever it may be. 231-332-6505. Who is going to be your asshole of the day today? We talked about Madison joining Team Gay. Trump arraigned again. Trump joining us on the show. Old lady kicks ass, I guess. Guy, the big fraud door salesman, Rick from TC Paintball. Cigarette stealer gets his ass kicked. I guess we'll go with that. The cig stealer will be your asshole of the day. Brought to you by TC Paintball. Okay. Thank you so much, as always, ladies and gentlemen. I did get a note from Patreon, by the way. Some of you had some issues with... this is what they wrote to me. Hang on, I need my glasses. Hello. An issue with a payment partner is causing a slightly higher than normal number of your patron payments to be declined by their banks. We've traced the increased declines back to payment systems upgrades required by one of our processing partners. Whatever. Patreon members might see some payments declined while changes take effect. If a Patreon subscriber reaches out to you about a decline, you can advise them to follow these steps. 1, contact their card issuer to confirm the charge is valid and then retry that card. If the retry does not work, try a different payment method. Patreon members can edit their payments in their settings under billing history. We're deeply sorry about these interruptions and appreciate your patience as we work to resolve them. Signed, the Patreon team. Yeah, all right. So there you go. That is, I guess, what happened. Final notes. You can find me on Cameo, cameo.com/Eric Zane. Hire me. Let's have some fun. I can do whatever you want. Leave a cameo for you or someone you love. T-shirts at ericzaneshow.com. Merchandise all there as well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Till next time, have a good one, folks. Bye-bye.